at Childersburg Chapel and Highway 280 in Childersburg for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Margaret Marcy Sugg Horton died on May 23rd. Visitation for Marcy will be Friday, 10 until 11 o'clock at Curtis & Son North, followed by a funeral service at 11. That's a graveside service at 11 with Reverend Paul Hickman officiating. Online condolences at curtisonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Funeral service for Tricia Lucille Daniel Patterson is Friday in Childersburg at the Childersburg Chapel of Curtis & Son Funeral Home. Public viewing at 2 o'clock with a funeral service at 4. Interment in the Harpersville Cemetery. And in lieu of flowers, the family asks that you may make a donation to Lakeside Hospice in Pell City. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel directing. Elsie Mae Reams Abernathy of Irondale died Sunday. She was a member of the Pineview Baptist Church. Graveside service for Miss Elsie will be held Monday at 2 o'clock from Evergreen Cemetery. I'll be officiating that service. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery, of course. In lieu of flowers, contributions in Elsie's memory may be made to the Irondale Public Library and the Women's Auxiliary of the Salvation Army of Birmingham. Online condolences at curtisonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Visitation for Billy Joe Smith of Sylacauga will be Friday from 1 until 2 at Curtis & Son North, followed by a funeral service at 2. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery, where the Paul Hickman will officiate the service. Billy Joe was a graduate of B.V. Calmer High School. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Maddie Ruth Pettis, age 82, died May 31st. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary announcing. And Lewis Chapman Jr., age 70, died May 27th. Funeral arrangements to be announced by S.M. Goodson Funeral Home and Crematory in Talladega. This obituary report this morning, courtesy of Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. For pre-need funerals, burials, and cremations since 1975, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.